What's going on, everybody? So I recorded an intro for this video already, and it kind of got a little bit messed up. That's why I'm in the editor right now. But just like a quick little preface, we're gonna be doing a stream kind of coverage. We're only gonna cover like the first half of it of the Lucky Lady live stream that happened earlier this week. But yeah, the intro got a little messed up, and so I wanted like an actual intro. So I'm gonna lead you guys into the rest of the video now. Thank you so much for being here. I want to get through this part real quick, but it is super important. So this is gonna be of the Lucky Lady live stream, and they just got RFID, so we're gonna be able to see a lot more stuff. This is a very cool size game too. It's gonna be 1020 with like stacks that are pretty much like reasonable to what a lot of people that are in the Discord slash watching the YouTube can, at least see themselves playing someday. And before I get into it, I just wanted to shout this casino out because this is actually probably what I would consider my home card room at the moment. And it is, of course, led by the lovely Hannah. She is, I guess she's not the hostess because she doesn't really have a title, but she's just the hostess, the energy, the vibe. Like, she is so awesome to be just around. She has like the PLO game that she hosts, but then she's just like checking in on everybody, making sure you're having a good night. You want food, you got this, you need that. Amazing, amazing. So like, she's the one I wanted to lead with because she really does like lead the vibe of the Lucky Lady. The whole area that we get to play in, I've always kind of thought of it as a bit of like a higher stakes area for maybe like a medium stakes buy-in. Like, we get a really nice, lovely area to play in, and it's a beautiful casino, and she is a perfect complement to that. I'm gonna be going there tonight on like Thursday to like Saturday is like when she runs her game. That's when I like to be there. That's when the vibe is the best. So shout out to Hannah. Shout out to the floor, bro. They have great floor there. Shout out to Devin. Devin's like top tier. He was like the first person that I met there. He was like super cordial, super nice, like showed me around everything. Very awesome. Shout out to Marty. He's everywhere. He'll be doing the floor. He'll be on the stream directing sometimes. Marty's awesome. Shout out to Reagan. Reagan's not there as often from what I've noticed. I probably just work different hours than him. He's actually going to be on the stream right now. You'll see him running around in the background. But Reagan's awesome. So shout out to him. He's great. Shout out to the chip runner. Andrew, you're the man. Thank you so much, dude. Patriots fan. Let's go, baby. Vanessa as well, newer to my like orbit. She, I think, was in a different area, and she said she's like working in this part now a little more. So shout out to her. Very, very nice as well. And then of course the dealers, Lilia, my favorite. Always give her my little good luck charm. She's my number one. Turtle homie, I don't remember your name, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with names, guys. You guys are gonna learn that about me, but I'm so bad. I gotta get better at that. I really need to take the time to learn people's names. But the dude who I give if I have turtles, I'm giving to the turtle homie. So if he sees this, he knows what I'm talking about. But I will definitely look at your name tag next time I'm there, and I will remember that. Javier, sweet man, sweet dude, always chilling, like cordial, nice, like just like a gentle presence. Trevor, the homie, shout out to Trevor. He's always around, bro. Always grinding. Love him. I'm looking at my list right now to make sure I don't forget anybody. Violetta. Yep, she's great. Always dealing with a smile. Michael, I just met the other night. He said that he's dealt to me like once before. I know that he's in the area, but I lose track of faces and people. But shout out to Michael. Then there's a couple people you'll see them on the stream right now that I don't get to get dealt to them as often because they're almost always in the stream room. Brian right now, Bad Beat Brian. So shout out to him. And I think her name is Yolana, I want to say. But the beautiful lady who is always like the number one dealer, basically. Like, the pretty much like she is considered their top dealer, I would say. And then they have great service staff. I know I always hear Hannah yelling, Blanca, come here, take their order, take their order. So shout out to Blanca and all the rest. Their custodial staff. So many people are always coming up and cleaning up after everyone. Like, y'all, these players are nasty and messy. So shout out to the custodial staff. And then just like the cashiers and everyone else who runs there is like, everyone's always just so nice and so friendly. So I love the Lucky Lady. Let's get into this action here. Let's check out these stack sizes actually before I unpause and get into it. So seat 1s through 9, we have Global Danny, seat 1. Seat 2, did they not say? I thought they said. Sorry. Okay, so I guess we have a mystery player in seat 2 at the moment. Seat 3, Gil Jack. I don't think I've met this person before. Maybe I have. I apologize. Their name was on like the thumbnail, the titles. Like, this is like kind of like their game hosted, UK Ben in seat 4. Seat 5, I guess we don't have a name for either. Vivi in seat 6. I see him on the stream a lot. And I think I might have played with him once before. He's the only person on the stream today that I think I might have played with. Maybe. I could be wrong about that though. Action Adam in seat 7. Dylan in seat 8. I don't think I know. And seat 9. I think it was Rich Asian Bro in seat 9. So, and you saw all the chip stack sizes. Like, everyone is pretty much like between 500 and 2K. So this is like really close to the kind of game that I personally could find myself in, but just am not really playing right now. Like, I'm playing more like the $5 big blind, $10 big blind at the most. I really think the $5 big blind is good because then when we can straddle to 10. Like, I'm pretty much like playing about a $10 big blind right now. So we'll go through this as quick as we can. We're gonna see the hands on the left hand side. Now, there's also still working out a lot of their kinks and their flow and their vibe. Like, this is literally the first week that they have had the RFID. So it's gonna be a little hard to keep track of like 100%. They're not gonna be going super smooth with every single action. So we'll do our absolute best. But the main thing right now is we're just gonna look for, I guess I would say, live poker things we can talk about. So this right here is kind of funny. We were talking in the Discord earlier about about overbets. Like I wasn't even thinking about this. I didn't even because I saw a little bit of this stream earlier, but not like just to familiarize myself with what was going to be going on. And I did not even think about it. But Noodle, this is the overbet that I was talking about. This person put out 2 white chips, VV, and look at what's in the pot. Like it's not obvious, like by just looking at it, like okay, there's like $55 in the pot, but it's obvious that there's not $200 in the pot. So when they bet that amount, that is an obvious over. That's a live obvious overbet, and that's how in live you can make your overbets more obvious because you're dealing with denominations that are different. So not only is someone seeing bigger chips, they're not even maybe sure how much is in the pot. Is that a 2x overbet, 3x overbet, 4x overbet? I don't even know. I fold. That's what's going to happen a lot when you do that. That's why, gosh, I'm so bad. Was it Global somebody? What was their name? I'm so bad, dude. Global Danny. Global Danny. I checked that because there's 2 globals. There's Global Danny and Global Kenny, and I cannot remember which one was which. And I'm sorry, I'm going to probably confuse them a lot in my streaming this because they're both young and they play similar stakes. And I think they're brothers, right? So, like, you'll see them in similar areas a lot, like this SoCal area. So apologies if I ever say the wrong name. And they're also similar names, Danny and Kenny. But VV here puts out the overbet, and I believe it just gets the double muck. And I don't think they're showing it. So there's no more showing. But did we see what he had? I don't think we saw what he had because the RFID is not quite caught up yet. All good. That's like I was saying, the RFID is not going to be 100% in this situation, but we're going to do the best we can with what we have. So it looks like 5-10 straddle from UK Ben to 20 on the action. My name is Alex Anthony, by the way. Thank you so much for tuning in. I like to do these kinds of stream recap reviews because there's a lot of streams out there in the poker world. It's impossible to watch them all. I can't watch them all. So what I'm going to do is watch what I can. And real quick, though, we do have Kenny, right? Dude, I'm so dumb. I'm like actually an idiot. I'm actually an idiot. I just checked. Danny, bro. Danny. See, I knew I was going to do it. I did it minute 1 in. Danny opens a button and VV calls. UK Ben shows Gil like, oh man, can you believe this? That's a very common thing. It's going to be like, you're going to see people showing you hands all the time if you're not familiar with live poker that you didn't ask for, and you're just going to have to like either give them a genuine response or fake a genuine response. Wait. Did Danny not open? Oh, the chips were, okay, so mystery player from seat 2. I'm sorry. I thought Danny was the open. So it's the SB that opened and VV called. Okay, so now we have was that a C-bet and a double barrel? Okay. They're not catching me up with the cards, bro. Like, you got to catch me up with the cards. Hopefully they get that going. Because like the whole point of me doing this now is that like I can see the cards and I don't have to just like speculate what people have. And like they're not even showing they're not doing the camera angles with the board because they expect us to be able to see it. So like you've got to be able to get that on there, lucky lady. But this is fine. Even if we don't have a ton of action to go off of in the first few moments of the game, it's good to get like the intro and the vibe and everything set. And this is something that we're gonna be doing a lot going forward. So get used to it. Get used to it all. Can we get some cards? All right, I might actually have to skip ahead in the stream to where we get some cards because at this point, this is fine. I can do this. There we go. Thank you. This is fine. I can do this. But in the old way, they would then show their hand when you would win, so you could actually see what someone had and like at least confirm some ranges and this and that. Without that, it's just me guessing into the ether and never knowing anything, and that's like just not gonna be interesting for anybody. So, because the action just jumped up, we'll just kind of like jump into it as well. But we can't cover exactly everything because I don't know the exact. Okay, so it looks like Dylan raised. So VV limped with the 5-4-0 UTG. ISO from Dylan to 3x. Then Pauly in seat 2, 3 bets with the A4S, extremely standard. Gil 4 bets. For some reason I thought I saw him throw his hand away, but that's after the 4 bet gets through. And Gil cold 4s 2-5, which is a pretty standard play, but at the same time, here's why it's standard in street poker. That's a standard street poker play. But in like the solver world, it's a little loose, But in the world of people are going to be 3-betting light there a little bit more frequently, it's a completely standard play. Now, when someone 4-bets you or 5-bets you over the top, then you get to vomit and this and that. But that's in live poker, you almost like worry about that when it happens. So folds around to the blinds who are going to play a good old-fashioned limp pot. Or is this a straddle? No, I think VV limp, check, bet, fold, standard. Now we're in the flow of a poker stream, everybody. And I actually do remember, because the way that the Lucky Lady does this is a little weird. This is actually, if you look at their like live, this is part 2 of their live, and they don't want to interact with the hustlers time frames, so they'll kind of like start their part 1. By the time that they do that, like the minute of their part 1, the stream's already been going, the game's already been going for like 2-3 hours. So this right here, they will post the next day, and you can watch the beginning of kind of like, it's almost like a prequel, like how did we get to where we were. So I'm watching the next day version of what happened the night before. I know it's a little bit confusing. If you ever want to like just go onto their YouTube channel, you'll kind of see what I'm saying. But for the most part, this all took place like a few days ago anyway, but their part 2 really took place before their part 2 is really their part 1, like in real time. But they posted it in after, just to not conflict with the hustler, which is like going when they actually start this stream. And then they'll start their stream at 10 o'clock when the hustler ends. So when I saw that, the reason why I bring that up is when I saw that initially, these some people have some stacks that are very different, and there's some very big stacks. So there will definitely be a lot of action. I'm very excited to see how that goes down. Chip denominations, of course, in California, you have the standard yellow chip is $5, which I absolutely love. It's one of the few things that I think is just like cool and unique about this particular poker scene is how we get like just different colored chips as a standard. Like you have, I would say the standard around the country slash the Vegas style. The country goes by the Vegas style. Ooh, double board PLO bomb pot. Let me. I'll get back to the chips in a second. I want to explain the double board PLO bomb pot. So every dealer change at the Lucky Lady and Hustler, you get to play a double board PLO bomb pot, and the amount that you play depends on the stakes you play. But it's just a fun game. They actually shout out to Hannah once again. Her game that she runs is a double board PLO bomb pot game. That is all you play. It's actually one of my first real introductions into live Omaha was just playing her game for like like a month straight, and it's like, oh, okay, so like this is how this works. But it's a very restrictive game, I would say, in terms of like without a lot of action. You basically need a bad player in the game, or like a bad player or two in the game to make it profitable. If everyone's playing decently well, you're gonna probably lose to the rig. And there's a lot of really solid just players who just kind of know what they're doing. So it's not like the most profitable game, but it's a very good, fun game. And I'm really glad that I got to learn Omaha that way. Not learn Omaha, but like get comfortable with live Omaha in that way. Playing two boards at once, so you kind of like you get much more quick with like recognizing the 4 cards in your hand, the 5 cards in the middle, because now it's 10 cards in the middle. So you better be quick about it. And the games do go very slow. Okay, so it looks like just check right here. Like, looks like UK Ben doubled up off of VV, or is that what I'm saying? Oh no, it looks like Dylan and you. I don't think that this graphic is accurate here because I see VV. It says +60, but I see VV. It looks like he's getting chopped up basically. So let's see. UK Ben here had the ace. Oh my god, he had quads. UK Ben with the quads on the bottom board, and then what did Dylan have with just a set of tens on the top board? Wow. So no AQ all around. No, because Action Adam had all the Qs. Action Adam had all the Qs and all the A's were distributed elsewhere. That's funny. That's actually crazy for a set of tens to win on the top board. Honestly, not really crazy, but like it's crazy for it to be an all-in pot and for the set of tens to win on the top board. So VP got stacked within like the first orbit or so, and on these double board PLO bomb pots are also crazy as well too. What did he have, by the way? What did he have? VP with the AA42. Yeah, I think they went all in on the turn when he still had out. That's what I'm pretty sure about. But it's like, it sucks to be drawing to two. He's doing a good and bad thing where it's like he's getting max efficiency. He's using 2 cards in his hand, the A and the do of I don't know why I said A and do. That's what I'm gonna say from now on. The ace and the deuce. A do for of H, and so he's got 2 cards that are interacting with basically 6 cards in the middle. Or I'm sorry, he's using 6 hearts. And so what would that be? -13. He's got 7 outs left, and he can hit either on either board and potentially 1 on each. So it's like I get what he's going for, but at the same time, having 2 draws of the same draw, you're cannibalizing your own outs. So you'd really, really prefer to have the top board or the bottom board, just one of the two. Really, ideally the top board. Because on the bottom board you're probably already drawing dead looking at it now. It's paired. So probably not the best get in on his part with the Adu, but this happens all the time in that like you'll be playing 2 card and it'll be like standard, maybe even tight, maybe even a little passive, okay? And then out of nowhere you play a double board PLO bump pot and it's like someone gets stacked and this and that, and it's like acting crazy. Actually, give me 1 second. I think my camera it looks like it's a little cut off on this side. Okay, I'm back. Full me. So yeah, that is one interesting wrinkle/layer of these games, is that you will have just out of nowhere. I mean, they call them bomb pods for a reason, bro, because these things will explode the meta of the table. And we are once again back to no graphics. All right, well, it's all good. We'll get there as we get there. The main thing about this whole review right now is just to kind of watch the stream. I don't get to watch these streams very often, and this is my way of watching the stream. And when I do watch them, it's hard to actually follow each individual hand. It's hard to watch a poker stream and like actually follow the hands. It's hard to keep track of each one. All right, so it looks like 5, 10, 20. UK Ben opens to 50, 2.5x from like middle-ish position. Folds around. Okay. Oh, no. Wait, he's all in? I'm very confused now. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, maybe he just jammed again? Maybe Richard Info just jammed again. I heard him say stand up, and I see him with two markers. So I believe at this point they were playing playing stand-up, and that's why he just went jam last two games, or last two games, two hands. He's jamming again with wow, third hand in, and he gets the AK. Look at this guy. That is very, very nice. Very, very nice. Seat two calls with a pair of deuces. That's crazy, bro. It's a little crazy, not gonna lie. I mean, it's like the odds of him having, what you call it, a bigger pocket pair would also be insane. I suppose I can see that logic. I guess I can see that logic. It's just crazy when you're calling and you're like, I guess you're not flipping at best. He could have had ace deuce. I guess that's true. I guess that's true. There are deuce X hands that RAB could be shoving with their like king deuce suited, ace deuce, anything. Okay, so I think they're just playing regular 3 button. No. They said stand-up game, but I think they're playing the one where you get 3 and you win like a bounty. I think that's what they're playing because you got 1, 2, 3. It's not like everyone has had a button, and sorry, it's not like yeah, and they're trying to get rid of it or they're trying to acquire one, you know. So let me backtrack here real quick because we actually have like a little bit of graphics and everything. All right, so it was open on the button to like 70. It looks like tech call of 100, and Gil, or am I gonna call him Gil or am I gonna call him Jack? Let's call him Gil. Gil has ace high. He goes for the XR. He goes for the XR, and Rich Asian Bro with the bet call of the 10-8. Very, very nice bet call with a top pair no kicker. You know, he induced and then like got the value. That's a good, that's a solid play with a hand of that nature, you know, or with a hand of that caliber, I should say. And now I don't think he's gonna let him check back, bro. Now he's not even gonna let him check back. Wow, what a good read he has in the situation, you know? Like he's not reading Gil for like some tricky double check raise with like a really good hand here. He read him for a draw type hand or nothing on the flop, and then he also denied equity in position on the turn. Really solid play. Really, really good play there. Like there's a million draws out there. He has some kind of backdoor equity too, if on the random chance that he's bet and called, you know, and he's behind. Okay, so VV open. Here's a straddle. It might be. Is this straddle or double straddle? That could be double straddle. Could be double straddle because it goes 20. Looks like it goes 20-40. So I believe that's double straddle. Double straddle. Rich Asian Bro goes 3x. What's his name? Ben calls, but VV puts in the third bet, and now Ben has to decide with ace 5 suited. He's probably gonna call. He folds. He folds. Yeah, UK Ben seems like a pretty solid player. Pretty solid player. The first call standard. That's and like ace 5 suited is just like such a what's the word? It's like the hand right now. You know, everyone plays ace 5 suited to the point where it's almost it's a solver hand. It's the one that people give like a little bit extra attention to these days. So I could have seen a world in which he gave the double call, but being out of position, I can also see the call fold being standard. Jaden Bro raising ace 3 suited under the gun. Looks like they're pretty steady on with the double straddle. Pretty steady with the double straddle. They're playing 5, 10, 20, 40, which is big. That's big. That's another reason too why I don't play in games of this nature, because in live poker, here's my quick tip for you guys. When you're going to play a game, play like 1 or 2 limits below what you're actually comfortable playing. If you have a game that's going to be straddled and double straddled and this and that, you know, some stakes or some places you can only straddle once. So then you play 1 limit below. If you're going to be playing in a game like this, you might as well play 2 below. Like that's one reason why I play 2-3, because we play 2-3, 5, 10, 20 sometimes. So it's, yeah, having the 20 on is a little much, but to play 2-3, 5, 10 is really common. Like there's a lot of people who always straddle in those games. And if you always straddle, you usually just always straddle. So if someone straddles before you, you also straddle. If someone doesn't straddle before you, you just straddle yourself. And that just naturally builds up to the point where the game ends up being like a 4-blind game and there's a lot of money in the pot dead. And in theory, a 4-blind game should play very tight, but live poker, it just doesn't. It just doesn't. So just know, like, the straddles are going to immediately impact the stakes that you're playing, and just kind of be aware of that already. So like it says 10-20, but they're really, I'm sorry, it says 5-10, but they're really playing 5-10, 20-40 right now. So it goes check on the flop. RAB with the 150 C bet on the turn gets check raised to 600 and immediately gives it up. And that was a pretty nice little bluff there by Dylan. Pretty nice little bluff there by Dylan, who did not read them for anything. Now here's one of those things. This is pure street poker in that their line makes 0 sense, but your hand is so weak that you kind of can't really do much about it. That's like just what almost a lot of live slash, I keep saying street poker, and it's like, what do you mean by that? It's basically like you're not playing solver world. Like none of these things that we see here are going to be found in GTO Wizard. You know, it's not going to say, okay, so when you're in the double straddle situation, situation because there is no double straddle option, you know, and someone's gone check on the flop. I mean, like that would be something that it could in theory solve, but we don't have that yet. So you just kind of have to go off of your own gut and your own instinct and your own, you know, mathematics of it. So 5, 10, 20, RAB missed the double straddle, it looks like, but he does limp UTG. Always interesting to note when someone is gonna like kind of stop the straddles. Like I personally will not put on the 20 every time, you know, when we're going 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, because it's like, all right, guys, we're playing with a $500 cap buy. You know, can we like be reasonable here for a minute? So, oh, it looks like VV rebought huge. He rebought in for like 5K, 6K, because those teal chips on the white, or on the right, I should say, are 1Ks. So that's at least 3. It might be 4. I can't tell exactly, but he's got and that stack of white chips is probably about 2K. So he's got between 5 and 6K on his rebuy. That was a big rebuy from VV. He's like, I'm getting my money back, bro. Kind of interesting, but we couldn't see what VV had, what he was thinking with. But if he's folding, then Danny probably had the best hand. Yeah, beautiful 1K teal chips there. Oh, but yeah, to get back to the chip denomination, I'm sorry, completely forgot about that. So most of the country uses the white, green, black, you know, maybe even gonna call it purple, yellow for 1s, 5s, greens. Did I say red? I'm sorry. White, red, green, blacks. For like the 1s, 5s, 25s, 100s, 500s, and 1000s. But in California, instead of whites, they use blues, which I love. Which I guess like some of Vegas uses blues, like the Bellagio and the RA, they use blues as well. So like, all right, we can discount that one. That was a little more common, going from whites to blues. But going from reds to yellows for $5 chips, I just love so much because, you know, $5 chip is kind of like my main like game. It's been like what I've watched the most too for California poker in terms of like back in the day, left the bike, watching Hustler, watching this, watching whatever, watching Commerce. Like I love the yellow chips, bro. They just are so iconic. I love yellow chips not being the 1000 chips. And then the white chip color is usually reserved for the 100, which is like nice, different, cool. You know, white is usually not worth a lot. Now white is worth a lot. Danny is in with QQ. VV is in with we can't see. He's either holding his cards up too much on the reader, or they're just like having trouble with his seat. Did he scoop? Oh, gross. Bro, look at that, man. Oh, Danny got double stacked on that because he rebought for like, what, 5, 6K? Crazy, man. Not crazy. It's a 25% chance it's gonna happen, but it's like, but it happened right after he rebought to cover you. That's why it's like, goddamn, bro. That's a third factor too. It's not just that you lost 2 flips. It's that you lost 2 flips to someone who just rebought to cover you. Like, that's gross. That is gross. And then what's 500 with this? I don't even know what the hell 500s are. I don't know what the 500s are, but the 1000s are those teals. Oh, beautiful, man. Just absolutely stunning. Love the chips. So yeah, disgusting spot for Danny, but like you can't do anything about it. You really can't. Rich Asian Bro open button, it looked like, with the AQO, and then VV defended because he's got the single chip already. I think they're playing I don't know what the name of this game is, but they're playing the one where I think you get 3 bounties. So did it go check yet? Did VV check yet? Yeah, VV checked, and he can't find a way to win this hand, which is very reasonable. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think like, and this is just like, I'm not calling out these guys in particular because it's a very common thing in the high stakes community, in like the private game community. But it's like you basically get to show the person who you were in the hand with what you had, but not the rest of the table, and no one like puts up a fuss about it and says show one, show all, because like everyone's trying to be cool in private game and this and that. I think that is so silly. Just flip your cards over, bro. You're not that special. Like your hand isn't that special. Your strategy's not that special. No one's gonna look at that and be like, oh, ace queen offsuit on the turn on a double paired board. Oh, you're betting there. Oh, and formulate some like master game plan. I'm really loose when it comes to like some stuff in poker, and showing my cards is one of them. Like that's one of those things that I just think is so, like, if someone's really gonna beat you so bad because they saw your cards, don't play on a stream game to begin with. Don't play on a stream game to begin with, because they're gonna see a lot of your hand. So it means that the next time you play poker, you're automatically gonna be immediately vulnerable, exploitable, and destructible. So like, just don't expose yourself in the first place by playing on a stream game. But because that's not how the game works, just show the hand. Just show the hand. People, it just, to me, it's a pet peeve. It's a pet peeve. People like it's like, to me, someone is coming off as, this play was so good that I can't give it up. I can't give it up. I gotta hold on to this for now. But I will show you because it's on stream. It's like, no, just flip your cards over, show the table. If someone cares enough, and because here's what I guarantee: the table, these two are on, there's like left hemisphere, right hemisphere. These two are on the right hemisphere of the table. Left hemisphere, I guarantee guarantee most of them aren't even gonna be willing to do this. They're probably just gonna be sucking their phones and be like, not even care, not even care. So yeah, just show your hand. If you're trying to, or just muck. Mucking is also an option. People do it because they're like trying to be friendly. You know, they're like, yeah, I'll just show you. But it's like, I agree with that. I agree with that. So be friendly to everybody, and it also saves time. You know, it also saves time. Like, there's nothing more annoying than wasted time in live poker. Like, a medium that moves at a glacial pace by design. If you're gonna take an extra 1 second to look at your hand, 1 second to throw it over to your opponent so that they can look at it, and then another 1 second for them to throw it to the dealer, when you could have taken 1 second to just lip it over, you know, I think that's just like stupid. Like, don't waste those extra few seconds. It just makes no sense. You can tell that annoys me because I spent so much time talking about it. And once again, it's not these players in particular. It's just something that you see in the private game community that, to me, I think is so silly. All right, Action Adam with 3% equity. Another pet peeve of mine is tanking as well. It's like, I'm running this 2x speed. Homie took a long time to bet there. But that's cool. People are allowed to take how much time they want with their own money and their own decisions. I guess my big tip for like that moment would be, you need to find a way to entertain yourself on the live poker table that doesn't involve the poker itself, because people are going to take a long time to make their choices, and they're gonna have some real easy choices that take a real long time. And to not get annoyed by that, slash tilted, slash off your own game by virtue of just like how it's going to handle and behave. Note that Rich Asian Bro did straddle for 40 that time. It's just interesting to know who straddles when, who doesn't. You know, you have to just kind of get good at being meditative, chill, relaxed, like comfortable in your own head, comfortable in your own body. Because in a lot of these stream games, you're not gonna have gross. Ben, do not use your fucking hands, bro. Okay, guys. Oh, gross, dude. No. Okay, huge California tip, guys. Don't eat with your fucking hand. These chips are so fucking gross, and you're gonna. Bro, no. Puke in my mouth thinking about this shit. Y'all don't do it. There's literal fecal matter on these fucking chips, bro. They are disgusting. I have hand sanitizer out, and I'm hand sanitizing my hands about every 30 minutes. About every 30 minutes. Like, everything is disgusting about these chips. Like, people go to the bathroom, don't wash your hands, go play poker, and then you're gonna go and touch those chips and then eat a burrito. Eat a fucking burrito? Oh my god, bro. I'm sorry. I try not to rip on people when I do this kind of thing. But bro, when you're making a massive poker faux pas right now. You order that to eat away from the table. Just so you guys know why it's on the menu. Just so you guys know, we have food in California, okay? This is not common in every poker room across the country. So you're gonna get this little table. You're gonna get a menu, a table. It's room side, food side, table side service, okay? You're getting whatever you see. Look at a pro. Look at how a pro does it. Someone who's been in the biz. They got their plate far away from the table, so you can't smell their food. They got something you can cut with a fork and knife, and they got their fork, one bite, quick gun, and that's how you eat food at the table. Okay, I'm not saying don't eat the table, but do it like how Danny's doing it, where you have it. Okay, can't eat a burrito at the table, bro. I didn't even see that. I'm so tilted now from showing the cards to the burrito. I'm so tilted. It's okay, man. His name is UK Ben, so I'm gonna assume that they don't have germs in the UK. But UK Ben, America is fucking disgusting, bro. So you do not want to be doing that shit around here. Like, I'm sure y'all are clean around there. Like, I'm not joking or this or that. Like, we are a gross country, and I'm not positive, but if I was to bet money, I would heavily bet money that the UK is a cleaner country than America. I would be willing to bet large sums of money on that, actually, blindly. Take like their largest cities versus our largest cities. Take London. I won't even say New York, bro. That's not even fucking fair. I won't even say LA. That's not even fair. I'll give you all like Chicago. How about we go Chicago? A respectable city, which seemingly has like some good people, you know. I bet that if you compare London to Chicago, London is much cleaner. I get a gut feeling, because America's fucking gross, bro. We have really low standards for a lot of shit. And I'm not trying to like diss on my country, but I say that shit because I love my country, you know, and I wish we could be better. That's why I say it. I really do love my country, but I'm just so ashamed of how we are in so many instances. So when you come from somewhere that's not shameful, like Ben, was it UK Ben? I'm sure he comes from a place of honor and integrity to some degree, maybe even with their sanitation. But bro, when you come over here, just realize that we're gross. We're gross. Our chips are nasty. Our people are nasty. Can't eat with your bare hands. So I'll end up off of that for now. But yeah, it's a big one when you are at the table. But get some food though. Get some food. Good kitchen here. Great kitchen, bro. Great kitchen at the Lucky Lady. Absolutely love it. How far are we in this one? So we're about go. We're an hour and there's 30 minutes left of this one, and then there's what's the other? Their next part is at least 3-4 hours. So I'm gonna try and fly through as quick as I can. Bad Beat Brian is back in the box. Get ready for another double board PLO. Okay, so they're doing $20 or is it $30? It looks like 30 or 25. I think 25 because 30 would be weird. $25 double board PLO bomb pot. 25 is actually really small because when we play 5-5 at the Hustler, we play $25 PLO bomb pot. So I would expect them to do like 50 or 100, honestly. But they probably don't want every bomb pot hand to be an all-in situation, so I can understand why. 200 from Ben on the okay, they took our board away. Or they never gave it to us, I guess. I can't see anything, so. And we can only see 2 cards from Ben. I'm sorry, what are they playing right now? This is PLO, right? They might have the graphics backed up from like the last hand or something. Yeah, they're going on and off. They're trying to figure it out. So right now I would and there's only one card. It's the Ace of Spades on the turn. There's only one card in the middle. Looks like they're getting some drinks going. Always fun when the booze starts flowing. I unfortunately cannot take part anymore. I have self-excluded. God, it's gonna be 7 years in November. I miss it socially, but I do not miss the feeling of having alcohol in your body. It never like agreed with me. Like I would get a stomachache almost every time I drank, and that was like a good case scenario. And I also can't even see most of the board. I can only see 40% of it. Oh shit, they do have a commentator. I told them I'd be their commentator, but they said I had to be an employee, and I'm like, I'm not flying anywhere. I'm like, I'll do this. I'll just do my own commentary in my own way. Like if I can't commentate on your game live, then I will commentate, on my own channel and do it my own way. Okay. So now it looks like they're playing the actual stand-up game, where everyone has a button, they got to get rid of it. Oh, and then loser pays for the drinks. Nice, smart. Smack. It's kind of funny too because even though I don't drink, I would happily play that game because I want it flowing, bro. I definitely want it flowing. I almost don't. It's weird, man, because like when you drink, it's easier to get everyone drinking because you're drinking. Whereas if I, the sober guy, even though I'm smoking my weed and this and that, come across as like, hey everyone, let's get some drinks, and I don't drink, it makes it look like I'm trying to get everyone else messed up. But I could just say, y'all, I came in stoned as hell and I'm trying to get you guys on my level. Maybe I could leave with that because typically it's not hard for me to sell that I'm a stoner. So, and especially being in California, I always do have all my stuff on me anyway. So it's like, it's kind of funny too because like it's really weird how like different substances affect different people. Like I can pretend like I'm stoned high doing this, doing that, when really like weed like doesn't affect me that way. Like I don't like get like high. It's like very like they say medical like that is it is a very medicinal process for me. Like I typically for the most part smoke to make my stomach not hurt, which hurts almost every day, and smoking makes it not hurt. So that's why I like to smoke. And I just don't I don't think my whole body is right. Like eating is painful for me. Everything that involves food I feel like is painful for me, and like cannabis just like takes a lot of that pain away. So I can like consume it without getting like fucked up basically. And I could pretend that I am and be like, hey, you guys want it? And it will get other people messed up. So I can understand that. So I could sell that I am. Just hasn't really been part of my game. What did he say to him? Good tipper, Phoebe right there. I didn't see what he just won was. Oh, the 7 deuce. Yeah, off of Dylan's AA. Very nice tips, bro. Was he throwing him? He wasn't throwing hundreds, was he? Was he throwing him hundreds? Okay, no, those were yellows. Dude, I thought for a second he was throwing hundies, and I was like, God damn, bro. Even those 5, he just tipped him like $35-40. Like that is so generous, man. I'm still a bad poker tipper, bro. I really am. Like I used to be a good tipper because everyone was a bad tipper, and now there's a lot of really good tippers, and I'm a bad tipper, which is good. It's good. Shout out to the dealers, man. Makes me feel like maybe I should be a dealer now instead of a player. Shit, man. People are getting to be really good at tipping. I'm not gonna lie, they really are. I just once again don't want to be an employee. That's like the biggest thing that I don't enjoy is my time being dictated by another human being. It's just annoying to me. Which shit, no, like no duh. Everyone remember that. What the really trying to get rid of your button there, huh? That's what that looks like. 400, and then VV gives it the quick call with the QTS. QTS versus QJS. Wow. They both semi-hit, but really VV hits bigger, bro. Really VV hits more. I mean, the deuce is good. The diamond is good. Oh, Danny sneaks it in on the turn, bro. These are those spots, bro, where you gotta bet huge. He did, right? He did, I think. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling here that VV's gonna get it, bro. And Danny gets some retribution, chopping it back, or no chop. He gets from the ace king flip that he lost, or his queens lost to really evening. He was favored. 40 45-55 type deal, or 55-45 I should say. But so basically Danny just gets some of his money back. Damn, bro, Vivi has been in a lot of big pots so far. Easy come, easy go, easy come, easy go, easy come, and that was an easy go. So he's been like up down, really. Just doubled up and then doubled up Danny after doubling through him after getting stacked earlier. Great hand to Danny. Straddle 20. Looks like a small hand. It's always nice when the straddle checks, knowing that they're at the bottom 90% of their range. Really like the bottom 85% because like the top 15 would probably raise. When it rains, it pours. Unfortunate for Danny that I was gonna say nobody has anything, but UK Ben still wants to sneak in there. He might be trying to make some kind of play with the hearts, I was gonna say. Really? Huh, is he gonna go for a check raise? Because like that's the only thing I could think of. And did he just check back? Wow. So he like didn't even give him a chance. he just checked back the 2 pair. Smart, because like what are you gonna value bet against? And like plus you don't even open the door. Really sophisticated check back there from Danny. Because his top and bottom 2 pair is effectively ace king right there. You know, like it's not like he's not gonna get called by anything other than just like a worse ace, which ace king also beats. So he just can't face any resistance. He can only face a call, or he only wants a call. He just didn't want to open the door for that. He didn't think he was gonna get called a lot of the time. He probably didn't think that Ben was dumb enough to call him with a lot of the hands that like he would try to get value from, like, you know, a random queen or a worse ace. And by not betting, he doesn't face any tough decisions ever, because he just checks back and sees the results. Realizing equity is always a solid option in poker because that's like really a very hard thing to do. So like when that opportunity is right in front of you, to say no to it is you know, you'd have to have a really good reason to say no to it, basically. Like imagine how many hands you wish you could end pre-flop or on the flop or on the turn, you know, without another card coming. So when you're in that situation and you like are kind of like confident and comfortable in your equity versus the ranges that are at hand, you know, take the showdown. What the fuck are they doing? I don't know what they're doing right now. I think they did something for the button, maybe? Are they doing, I think I heard the words bomb pot. Are they doing a bomb pot? No? I don't know why they just did that. All right, normal 5-10 hand. Limp. Okay, not normal. Raised to 40 BB from Gil with the 10-10. Second time we've seen the 10-10 from Gil. First time he did the cold 4B. Really? Danny's gonna gamble with the computer hand. Q7-0 coming in for the cold call, and he outflops Gil. Queen high boards favor the caller as well, so it's tougher for Gil because people like to raise with their aces and kings and call with their queens and jacks. So like when the board comes queen high, jack high, it typically favors the caller, and when it comes ace high and king high, it typically favors the raiser. So wow, tough spot. Did he click it at him, or is it 3 to 8? Either way, it's a very tough spot for Gil because it's like you can't get bluffed there. You really don't, especially by a guy who's got I don't know what the buttons and such are doing. This is a really Global Danny is playing really fucking well over these last like 5-6 hands. He's got and like the nuts, the 2 pair that he checked back, like, and now here with the speculative call pre-flop to a really good value bet on the turn. Like he just like before with Rich Asian Bro with that 10-8 offsuit bet on the turn against UK Ben, like he's dialed in, he's locked in, he knows exactly where he's in, or he knows exactly where he's at, he knows what he can represent, and he got a loose call from 10-10, bro. What a beautiful hand from Global Danny. From a speculative call pre-flop to just a complete annihilation of Gil stack off the top pair on the queen high board. The innocuous queen 5-5. Very well played. Tough for Gil. You know, hate to see it. Hopefully our call him our hero, our host of the game, can make a comeback. I have like literally zero rooting interests, you know, like we are here purely as an observer. Just when you see things like say like Danny get completely stacked by VP off of like the reload double flip loss, it's like, you know, you just can't help but feel bad, things like that. So just like right there, like I can understand entirely why Gil would want to pay off right there. Playing like the button game too and this and that, so it's easy to think that Danny's like there's extra you know, meta behind everything. Like yeah, it's tough in those spots. It really is. I think we are at I have to end this part and go to the next part. Was just going to comment though right at the end of that I wish I don't know how I did that. I wish that I fully understood what game they were playing right now, like what kind of stand-up game, this and that. Little audio issue.
We're in the middle of a hand right now, so let's get straight into the action.
There you go. Oh, they got the commentator? Don't worry, commentator. I will take care of that. And I also feel like this is a little bit louder than it was before. And then they have a new player in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seat. In the 5 seat. Noah, I think they said his name is? No, I've seen him around before. I've seen him around before. Oh my god, those aces versus Noah all in first hand. Looks like Danny is still on his hot streak. Dang, and Noah burns a jack on the first one too. Going twice. Yep, ace on the river. Looks like a scoop from Danny and a rebuy from Noah. Hopefully for Noah's sake, it didn't look like he was super deep. Didn't look like he was super deep. And Noah is clearly a pro, eating with a fork and knife. So wow, Danny's been on quite a swing from when he first got stacked by VV, who looks like I think we probably missed some action because from the last stream to this one, I feel like the stacks weren't that big. Like VV didn't. Yeah, look at this is VV stack to end. Dang, we missed some action. Now look at his stack. Okay. Oh, but you know what? Okay. I think those when I just looked at this, I thought those hundreds there were like stack of hundreds, but they're probably on top of $5 chips. Yeah. They're probably on top of $5 chips. But still, though, he's got those. It's even bigger, and he's got all these 25s now, and he's got the 1Ks. Where did this money come from, bro? We missed a lot of footage, a lot of action, so we really don't know what happened between the end of there and now. Wow, Ben is all in. Where did Ben's stack go? Ben was doing okay for a while. Like, I mean, he didn't really have a ton going on, but he wasn't this short. Now Ben's all in. All right, back into the action, everybody. Global Danny with 210s. Dude, he cannot stop picking up hands tonight. Crazy. Sorry, Al. All right, so it's Danny versus Ben for the AK. First board looks like it's Ben's. Burns him out on the turn, which is always unfortunate when you kind of got that first one, but he does continue and he scoops. That is the second time that Danny has lost a double flip in one night with a pocket pair against the overcards. Like, so, you know, when you're in a flip situation and you have the pocket pair, like, it's really not a flip. It's really like 47-53 in your favor. I don't know why I'm saying the small number first today, but you know what I mean. Like, it's you have a slight advantage, and he's had the slight advantage both times. Homie just jammed again. He's got about a $2,500 stack, $2,400 stack. It's got to be related to the game that they're playing. And he has ace-10 off, and he gets called by RAB's AKS, which is very standard. Oh, chop. That's a bit of a suck out on the first board. And did he just scoop him? Oh no, there's a king in the middle. They ain't showing us these boards, bro. Okay, I just seen the 10 on the turn. I was like, what? So he almost got like three, and it wouldn't have been a scoop. It would have been like a 3/4 scoop. But like, yeah. That should happen in RAB's favor, of course. I'm just really I'm reading the chat said power one. I'm like, oh, is that what happened here at the casino? But I'm really curious what happened to Ben's, not what happened to Ben's stack, but what happened to like how VV got so much money. This is so funny. I don't think Ben knows that he has a $25 chip stuck under the rail. But he definitely has a $25 chip stuck under the rail. I think it's a 25. It's hard to tell. Maybe it's a 5. Action Adam, seat 7. Danny giving him some action out of the blinds. Pretty hard spot to get any, anything out of him, especially when Danny's playing so well right now. Tips for the commentator, for the host, for everybody like that. Took a raise from RAB and a call from Noah out of the blinds. King 4 suited versus Queen 10 suited. Pretty standard stuff right here. Probably going to go check bet fold, if I had to guess. Maybe Noah is a frisky player who sees 60% of a royal flush and wants to try and, realize a little more equity on the turn. He raised to 275. It's a pretty large open, and then the UK bin is all of it in. Yeah, they're playing some side game stuff, which, like, from a gameplay perspective, you love to be involved in this. From a stream slash watching slash commentating perspective, this shit kind of sucks because like this is like so far away from, I don't want to say real poker, but like what can I get out of this? You know, like it's really hard to figure out. I don't even know what game they're playing right now, honestly. I'll try to get a grip on it, but right now it just looks like a lot of extra gambling going on. A lot of extra gambling going on, which is cool, which is fine, and you will sometimes find yourself in these situations, maybe to like lesser degrees, lesser extents, but like you don't, the reason why I'm kind of wording it the way that I am is you don't typically see this kind of, you're not allowed to do this kind of thing in a lot of public games. So one cool thing about the Lucky Lady is a lot of the time this stream game is a public game. So yeah, this stuff has been going crazy back and forth. I get it. You know what? And when I was watching through the very first day, I just like tuned in randomly. I actually did see this hand live. So I think it went raise, call, like raise to 250, and then Rich Asian Bro makes it 900, and then UK Ben pretty much snap jams for like 5K, and they have the same hand, and I believe RAB folds here, but I can see why, and I get it, and I get both their plays. UK Ben jamming because his game is playing kind of crazy right now, and he's trying to get like back to even slash up or whatever. And RAB just like he snap jammed, bro. Like that's really scary. So it's very conceivable that he has one of the 18 hands that beats him right now between queens, kings, and aces. So I understand entirely why RAB would kind of 4-bet fold here. He's looking for a call pre-flop. He's not looking for a snap jam, and it's like he's not even super worried about a jam too, but like a snap jam, that's tough. And UK Ben shows him the bad news, and he's not thrilled about it. Both reveal to each other that they had jacks.
Big line. Straddle 20.
Okay, it looks like this hand might be a little more normal. 5, 10, 20. Single straddle. Call from Gil. Ben raises to 5x. Fold back over to RAB, who does not put out the speculative call with the Q6S. I was not sure where he would go with that. Gil does speculate heavily with the 9-5 suited, though. And just check folds, huh? I'm surprised that he speculated pre-flop with that, but not on the flop when he's given like several backdoor draws, like literally backdoor draw with like the 7, the 8, the queen, the heart. You know, running 4s. I mean, how funny would running 4s be to beat like an ace jack right there? Single straddle, back to regular-ish kind of poker? I guess not. Open jamming for like 5K. I don't get what's going on here. I still don't get what's going on here. I don't know what the side bet is that would allow homie to open jam for 5K.
Oh yeah, so when I'm buying inside is 100, right? Yeah, 100%.
Dude, like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, look at how good these servers are, bro. Look at her cleaning up.
Not that big of a decision. I would call it $1. Oh, fuck, Jesus fucking
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to generate action. If he's gonna get paid off by everyone. No. Oh, so everyone did owe him $100. Okay, so everyone had to pay him $100 for that. That's why he did it. Got it. So the equity was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $800 of his 5K. That was what was worth jamming 5K par, which is perfectly reasonable. So I got to assume that, but like he didn't win the last. Oh no, he did win the last hand against Gil. Okay. But they're basically doing like a double button game. It looks like, I don't know, because people still have other buttons in front of them. They're all red too, which is very confusing. So that's why I'm not like super, able to follow what the hell's even going on. Seat 2, Poly with the flop flush. Oof. Like, how is it that whenever you flop a flush that like the fourth of that card hits on the turn like 80% of the time? Like clockwork, bro. Like clockwork. The only thing more consistent than that is like an ace flopping you have kings. The only thing more consistent than the 4 flush hitting the turn when you flop it. I just want to find some more interesting action. I just don't feel like I'm getting a lot out of this. I don't feel like I'm providing a lot to you guys as well. This is more of just like kind of me shooting the shit at this point, and that's not why I, wanted to do this. I wanted to do this just to analyze some poker hands from a local casino that I play at. The stakes are relatively comparable to what a lot of people can, if not play, imagine themselves playing. So I just wanted to, focus on a game like this instead of maybe something that is bigger. But maybe the next time I do this, I will either wait for Lucky Lady to kind of get their coordination up a little bit. And I was actually considering doing Best Bet Jacksonville's stream. They have some really reasonable stakes as well. They do like 2-2, 5-5, that kind of thing. So we can watch some small and medium stakes, and I can give some commentary. And they're like really quick at updating their thing. They're actually one of the best streams in terms of that, like in terms of like how quickly they update the action and this and that. So next time I do a stream coverage, maybe I will do theirs while Lucky Lady gets caught back up. But I have once again really enjoyed covering the Lucky Lady at any capacity because I just love this casino. I love this casino. I'm gonna I need to stop doing this video right now so that I can go shower and get ready to go there tonight, So that's where I am at. Looks like a Sabamba? Something. There's a lot of money in the middle there. That's another reason too, is it's hard for me when I'm going at like 2-3x speed to actually figure out the like the side games and this and that. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip through. And honestly, I'm probably not gonna be able to find any, what's the main way to word it? I'm not gonna be able to find hands easily because like even like right now, like they're playing Omaha and they're only showing 2 cards, so it's like it's gonna be hard for me to do this. So I think maybe I will just end. Maybe I'll just end. But this has been really fun. Like I didn't want to like end it without like having like an official like kind of goodbye / going through and trying to find some big hands. Maybe I could consider like going through this later on. If I find some big hands, I'll like just go them like kind of piece them together, like clip them together. But really, I would prefer for the stream to just be like a little more smooth, But we will get there. We'll get there. So the main takeaways from right now, I'll just like give like a little final thought is Global Danny. Very impressed with his play. Very, very solid. Player Gil was the host of the game. They got pretty unlucky. / like they just never got anything going for them. Everyone else seemed like they're playing pretty good, pretty solid. Vivi, a lot of action, and Rich Asian Bro was cool to see him play like hands and such. Like I've seen his name around, I've seen him like like clips or whatever, or shorts I should say, but I don't think I've ever actually seen down and seen him playing any hands. So it's cool to like get an actual idea of like some of these players and such. And yeah, I'm gonna probably just end it now here at that, but I will be back soon with more stream coverage, more Club Dub, and other poker stuff in general. But yeah, thank you all, love you all, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.